course, he's one of the Atlas Steel Van Lanninghams. Pittsburgh. He's a bully.
Most people remember Liv Tyler from the late 1990s and early 2000s, when she seemed poised to become one of Hollywood's most consistent A-list actresses. She had the looks, the lineage, the critical approval, and the blockbuster vehicles to sustain a major career for decades. Yet somewhere between her peak years and today, Tyler's film presence grew quieter, her major studio roles fewer, and her name absent from the annual awards conversation that once included her regularly. Today, I would like to recall Liv Tyler's career and understand why this talented actress, who once carried major Hollywood productions and earned international recognition, stepped back from the intense spotlight and what she's chosen to do instead. Liv Tyler's entry into entertainment was hardly conventional. Born in 1977, the daughter of Aerosmith's Steven Tyler and model Bebe Buell, she grew up with access to celebrity circles most actors never enter until adulthood. She began modeling as a teenager and appeared in small television roles and music videos throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s. Her first notable film role came in 1994's Crazy, where she played a supporting character that barely registered with audiences. That same year, she took a small part in Empire Records, a cult teen film that earned modest theatrical distribution, but found a loyal audience on home video and cable. These early credits showed promise. She was poised, capable of conveying both vulnerability and strength, but they were not yet the launchpad for stardom. Hollywood had not yet identified her as a bankable lead. The turning point arrived in 1996 with Stealing Beauty, an independent film directed by Bernardo Bertolucci that premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. Tyler played Lucy Harmon, a young American art student navigating romance, family secrets, and self-discovery in the Italian countryside. The film earned significant critical attention and established Tyler as a serious actress capable of carrying a film's emotional weight. While Stealing Beauty was not a box office phenomenon, it grossed approximately $4.5 million domestically. It secured Tyler's reputation in the independent and art house circuit and drew the attention of major studios. Critics praised her naturalism and depth, qualities that larger productions were now eager to showcase. The breakthrough to mainstream recognition came swiftly. In 1997, Tyler appeared in Inventing the Abbotts alongside Matthew Abbott and Joaquin Phoenix. The romantic drama performed respectably at the box office, earning $18.7 million domestically, and positioned Tyler alongside established young male stars. More significantly, Steven Spielberg cast her in 1997's The Lost World, Jurassic Park, where she played the daughter of paleontologist Ian Malcolm. Though her role was secondary, the film's focus remained on the dinosaurs and the returning male leads. Her presence in a summer blockbuster that grossed $618 million worldwide announced that Tyler had crossed into major studio territory. She was no longer an independent film actress or a beautiful supporting player. She was now a recognizable presence in tentpole cinema. The next phase of her career saw Tyler take on increasingly significant roles in prestige projects. In 1998, she starred opposite Edward Norton in Rounders, a cult classic poker drama that grossed $42.3 million domestically and showcased her opposite one of the era's most critically acclaimed young actors. That same year, she landed the role of Arwen in Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy, one of the most ambitious film projects of the 2000s. Though Arwen was not the protagonist, Frodo Baggins remained the story's emotional center. Tyler's portrayal of the noble elf princess became iconic to millions of viewers worldwide. The trilogy's 3 films, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, grossed a combined $2.9 billion globally and earned multiple Academy Awards, including Best Picture for Return of the King in 2003. Tyler's association with this franchise elevated her profile immeasurably. Between her Tolkien commitments, Tyler starred in several high-profile dramas and thrillers that cemented her status as a leading actress. In 2003, she appeared in Hulk, Ang Lee's ambitious superhero adaptation opposite Eric Bana. Though Hulk earned mixed critical reviews and grossed $245 million globally, a solid number that nonetheless disappointed studio expectations for the first major superhero project of the post-Spider-Man era, Tyler's performance as Betty Ross demonstrated her versatility in action-adjacent material. That same year, she secured the lead role in Pseudopolis and appeared in The One, a science fiction action film that grossed $82 million worldwide. By 2004, Tyler had transitioned from supporting roles in blockbusters to leading or co-leading positions in major productions. She was one of the recognizable faces of contemporary Hollywood cinema. Her commercial peak arrived in 2005 with the release of Alone in Berlin and War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Tom Cruise, paired her opposite one of Hollywood's biggest stars in a summer blockbuster adapted from H.G. Wells's classic science fiction novel. The film grossed $603 million worldwide and became one of the highest-grossing films of 2005. Tyler's presence as a capable co-lead in a Spielberg spectacle reinforced her status as a bankable actress capable of anchoring major studio productions. Her filmography of that period read like a checklist of prestige and commercial projects. She had worked with acclaimed directors, appeared in franchise installments, and starred opposite major actors. By mid-decade, Tyler had achieved what many actors pursue throughout their careers: consistent work in significant roles with global reach and substantial budgets. However, the years following her peak window saw a noticeable shift in the types of projects offered and the frequency of her major studio work. In 2006, Tyler appeared in Fast Food Nation, an ensemble satirical drama directed by Richard Linklater that addressed the hidden costs of the American fast food industry. While critically appreciated in independent and progressive film circles, Fast Food Nation grossed only $3.1 million domestically, marking a sharp departure from the commercial scale of her previous work. Though the decision to appear in a Linklater film represented an artistic choice rather than a career stumble, it signaled that Tyler was increasingly willing to prioritize artistic integrity over box office certainty. This tension between art and commerce would characterize much of her subsequent career. The following years brought a series of roles in smaller productions, direct-to-video projects, and television appearances that suggested a deliberate recalibration of her career trajectory. In 2008, she appeared in Hancock, Will Smith's superhero comedy that grossed $629 million globally, placing her in another tentpole production. Yet her role was limited, and her screen time considerably reduced compared to her War of the Worlds moment. Industry observers noted that Tyler was appearing less frequently in major releases and increasingly in supporting positions when she did. This pattern reflected a broader shift in how studios cast leading roles, as well as Tyler's own stated preference for selective projects and family considerations that limited her availability for the grueling schedules of major studio productions. Several production room and industry factors compounded this shift. First, Tyler became increasingly selective about roles, reportedly turning down significant opportunities to maintain work-life balance and prioritize her growing family. Second, the types of female roles that had defined her early career, the ingenue, the action film love interest, the romantic lead opposite male stars, were being recalibrated by studios in the 2010s. While male actors often transitioned successfully into character work and supporting roles, actresses who had built their fame on romantic leads sometimes found fewer options as they moved through their 30s. Some industry observers noted that Tyler's decision to step back may have been partly deliberate avoidance of being sidelined in age-inappropriate roles, though this remains speculation rather than confirmed fact. What is verifiable is that her theatrical film output declined measurably. From 2009 onward, Tyler's filmography became sparse and often direct-to-DVD or direct-to-streaming, a category reserved for established stars who are no longer bankable for theatrical release. She appeared in Killer of Men, 2009, a direct-to-video action film. The Nurse, 2013, a thriller that skipped theatrical distribution, and several television guest spots and made-for-TV movies that paid the bills but contributed little to a major theatrical comeback. Meanwhile, the actresses who had emerged around the same time, those who chose to remain in the theatrical system, either rose to greater prominence or adapted their careers more strategically. Tyler's relative invisibility in major releases became harder to ignore, especially after years of being one of Hollywood's recognizable faces. Between 2009 and 2014, Tyler took on what amounted to a semi-retirement from acting, focusing instead on family life and other interests. She married English actor David Byer in 2003, and they had children together. While she continued to accept occasional roles, the frequency dropped sharply compared to the 1990s and 2000s. She later stated in interviews that she valued privacy and family time over the constant demands of the film industry, decisions that were entirely her own and reflected a conscious prioritization of personal life over career advancement. This choice was neither unusual nor necessarily damaging. Many actors choose similar paths, but it meant that when she did return to acting, audiences had largely moved on or forgotten her prominence. Tyler's first significant comeback attempt came in 2015 with Gunman, a Gerard Butler action thriller. Though the film earned $65 million worldwide, it was neither a critical success nor a major vehicle for Tyler's return. She appeared in a supporting role rather than a lead, and the film's reception suggested that her absence from major theatrical releases had resulted in reduced name recognition among casual moviegoers. More notably, she landed a role in the anthology series American Horror Story, Roanoke, in 2016, a decision that suggested she was open to returning to acting through high-profile television rather than theatrical film. Her appearance on AHS demonstrated that she remained a recognizable name in the industry and could still draw viewers, even if that recognition had somewhat faded among younger demographics. From 2016 onward, Tyler has worked sporadically in both film and television, taking on selective projects that align with her stated preferences. She appeared in the independent film The Leftovers HBO series from 2014 to 2017, though this was before her comeback timeline. More recently, she has taken supporting roles in various productions, including appearances in limited series and streaming content. As of late 2024, Tyler has no confirmed major theatrical releases in development, though she occasionally accepts television or streaming roles when projects interest her. Her Instagram presence and occasional interviews suggest she remains engaged with the entertainment industry on her own terms, rather than chasing roles or maintaining the relentless work schedule that defined her earlier career. Liv Tyler's career arc represents a specific variation on the rise and recalibration pattern common in Hollywood. She achieved genuine A-list status in the late 1990s and early 2000s, carried major studio productions, worked with acclaimed directors, and earned international recognition through both critically acclaimed The Lord of the Rings trilogy and commercially successful films, War of the Worlds. Her peak was real, sustained, and impressive. However, rather than adapting to the shifting nature of female roles in Hollywood cinema or fighting to maintain A-list status into her 40s, she chose instead to step back. This choice was partly circumstantial. The roles available to women her age had shifted, and the industry had moved toward different casting paradigms, but it was also partly deliberate. Tyler has made it clear that she values privacy, family, and artistic autonomy over the demands of maintaining major star status. The question of whether Tyler's career stalled or whether she actively chose to step back remains open to interpretation. What is certain is that by the early 2010s, her theatrical film presence had diminished significantly from its peak, and that diminishment reflected both industry changes and personal choices. She did not have a scandalous exit or a dramatic public meltdown. She simply became less visible as major studio roles ceased to be offered or pursued. Unlike some actresses who fought fiercely to remain relevant or adapted their careers through strategic rebranding, Tyler seemed content to reduce her public profile and work selectively. Looking forward, a genuine theatrical comeback would require Tyler to either pursue a high-profile dramatic role, ideally with a major director, or in a prestige independent film, or to commit to a significant franchise or series role that would re-establish her name recognition with contemporary audiences. If she were to appear in a critically acclaimed project with directorial prestige, or a major streaming event series that reached significant viewership, then a modest re-emergence into cultural conversation might be possible. However, such a return would likely be as a character actress or elder statesperson, rather than a romantic lead or action ingenue, and whether Tyler has interest in such a path remains uncertain. For now, Liv Tyler has achieved something less common than either triumph or tragedy, a deliberate, quiet withdrawal from the spotlight into a life of greater privacy and selective creative work.